Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in. My name is Laura Smith. I'm a National Master, and I am going to show you in this video a sample study plan for chess beginners to an intermediate level. I got this question from one of my students. I thought it was a really, really great question. I was asked, so what would you recommend as a sample study plan so that I can, study chess intentionally, not just passively? So here we go. I'm going to provide you with some of my best tips, and then I'm going to actually go into the applications. So here you can see chess.com, Chessable, and lichess.org are amazing and resources, especially as we learn virtually. So what do you do? Well, try for a minimum of 1 hour per day. And this can be broken up into 2 or 3 parts, but you must make sure it's active study. Just sitting on your phone, kind of looking at a game and checking out that chat is fun and it's great. And I'm actually getting back into the chess culture myself. That might be another video after watching the Queen's Gambit and just getting back into practice and coaching. But I'm also trying to improve my game, and I realized most of my practicing or study was not truly studying. So when we say an hour, like make it worth it. So when you're doing your hour, commit to tactics. You've probably heard it a lot of times already. Tactics are the most important part of your game, for at least 15 minutes every day. But I did get a question. One of my students said that, she's doing so many tactics. She's said she had completed so many on chess.com, but how do I transfer that to my other game? I'm going to try to answer that in this video. And checkmate patterns, especially if you're in that beginner level, you need to master those. And a lot of these websites have it all in there. You don't need to even spend any money. They're all built in there. I'll show you that. And then committing to either openings on one day or some end games. You're going to be in, you're going to need both. And practicing for 15 minutes. And to be honest, that should include going over at least one game, preferably a loss, which I'll show you in this video. I lost a game today against an amazing national master player, and I went over it. I was a little bit, oh goodness, like my position got pretty rough pretty quick. But guess what? um, Going over my wins isn't going to help as much. Going over your losses is going to help so much. Does this change as I progress? So you might be wondering, like, what exactly is a beginner? Because if you're, world chess champion Magnus Carlsen, then I'm a complete beginner as a master player. But basically, I would say this. Yes, when you progress, different areas of your game are going to need more weight, and you're going to notice, wow, I'm really lagging on my end game, or my tactics need to be sharper, or I'm struggling in the opening for white or for black or for both sides, or my middle game, I feel like I need some more strategy. So as you complete each step of the basics, you might then find yourself a little unsure, like, what do I do next? So this is where a coach can help assess your strengths and weaknesses quickly and give you targeted instruction and specific suggested course of study and courses and links and all of that. If you don't have the time for a chess coach, or you don't want one, there's still so many ways you can learn on your own, which I hope to show you in this video. And then openings, I'll go over. Useful for beginners? It's a very contentious debate among chess players and coaches. And in my opinion, before you reach 1400 or 1500 rating, you do not need to know book, which is jargon for the specifics of long opening lines and variations. But even under 1400, I do teach my students that you should absolutely choose an opening repertoire and like stick to it, commit to it. You're going to feel more confident in those first few moves with an opening that you know well. And confidence is never to be underestimated. Also, there is an amazing sense of confidence a player gets when they know what they're doing. And if you play the same opening, you study master games, you're going to know the structures, the pawn structures, where the pieces should be going, different plans, and you already have that at your fingertips before the moves even play. So let's dive in. I guess I want to start with you guys on lichess.com here. So here we go. Here you can see that you can play games here. You can, I would suggest for your study, if it's just having fun, play bullet chess, whatever. But if you're trying to get better, I would say at least 5 minutes, nice. 3 minute with a 2 second increment is also good. And some of my students who are beginners have said that they do prefer longer games. So that's something you can do. Puzzles are great. You can click the puzzles. I do have another video, my first video here, where I do go over just like how to sign into lichess.org and kind of knowing where to find things. But just as a little review, you can go to learn, you can go to chess basics, and you can go from the absolute basics to harder stuff. And then what I want to show you today with LIChess is how you can look at your own game. So you can go to your profile here, and I have my games here. So what I wanted to show you is my games and the specific game I lost today. So I played in a tournament. I got a couple of wins, but I lost to this excellent player. So what I should do and what you should do in your study is go to your games you've lost. If you're using Lichess, I find it really easy here. All you do is, as I showed you, click on your profile, and here you can click, you see analysis board. This is the game I played, right? I played white, but I want to see what the computer can offer me, especially if you don't have access to a coach. This is like a coach right inside your computer. See the stockfish here? It's going to tell us you can actually turn it on. So right now, if it's 0.0, it's even. If it's 0.1, this is about even. When it gets into the minus, that gives the advantage to black. And I already know where I made my mistake because I did go over this game, but I'm going to kind of jump to it. So this was a critical move. In the London, I played well, it was started off as a London, but in many Queen's Pawn openings, you want to control this E5 square. And I was getting a little nervous because I'm playing a strong player. I noticed my E5 square, he's got a knight here. I thought he was going to put his rook here next move and try to go E5. So I decided to go bishop E5, but I didn't calculate enough. Bishop takes knight takes pawn takes, and knight D7 cannot save the pawn. So here it says a good move would have been E4. So I can, now how did I find that? It's up here. Could have gone there. And that's my mistake. But see how right here, it suggests a move. Oh, okay, 11 E4. Let me try it. Now I have a variation here and it gives, I can play it out. Let's see what could have been and what might be next time. Knight D5, rook FE1, knight takes F4, queen takes F4. All right, and it's pretty much anyone's game, right? Made this mistake though, and now see how it goes to negative 1.9. I'm down almost 2 pawns, and against a master player, it's a significant disadvantage already on move 11 as white. So, and see how I can't save my pawn. I did sacrifice it. If I had gone queen G3 here, he's got 2 attackers. He can even take with tempo here. So I opted to go E6, but see how I can analyze my game and get better here, and for next time not fall for that same trap. I also wanted to share with you guys today this new feature, Puzzle Storm, that I just heard about literally today. I'm getting back into chess myself and I'm sharing my journey here. Here you can do Puzzle Storm, and this is my first time doing it, so wish me luck. Let's go. So I get 3 minutes to just get my tactics in, and it's going to get progressively harder. Oh my goodness. Check, take. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, a fork. And I just want to keep going. You can fast forward. That's what the beauty of timestamps, right? Rook takes, king here, and I win. Oh, win a queen. All right, I'll continue this on my own sweet time, but this is an amazing focused study that you can do. Again, you can go to Puzzles, Puzzle Storm. And then I want to show you how you can use a site called Chessable. I recently discovered Chessable, and it's really given me intentional study. What's incredible about Chessable that I have not seen in other platforms is that when you're doing your course, you'll do a move and then it takes it back and then you have to play it. And as some of you know, I am a school teacher and I find this such, and you might think, oh, okay, for kids that makes sense, but why as an adult? But with chess, it's so much training and training your eyes. I could go into more of that. And also, to be honest, it's a complicated subject. But what I do know is that practicing it and actually playing the moves out, not just watching a video, is powerful. So I want to share with you some things about Chessable. First of all, you can get a free account. I have my account here. I'm signed in. And you can get a free account that offers 5 free courses. So I don't see how you can go wrong without trying it. So once you're in Chessable, you can look at courses. This is my dashboard. See, for example, yes, the amazing Grandmaster Yasser Seirawan has a free lesson here, winning chess strategies, that I already started and I really enjoy it. And there are just so many activities you can do in the lessons, and it's free. And let me see if I can show you. You can go to all courses and you can look at the free ones. And as I said, as a free account, you get 5. If you do if you buy the membership, you get unlimited free, and there's so many free, as you can see. I mean, look, load more. I mean, these are all free courses. And when I was growing up as a competitive young chess player, I remember going to the chess bookshop and having physical books. And, now that we're not really, where a lot of us are learning at home, Chessable is kind of like having the chess books at your fingertips. So definitely check this out. And I really wanted to share with you. I'm not going to be able to play it because it's a course that you need to buy. But this has been really motivating me, because I'm actually changing some of my openings up, and I am learning the Black Lion with the very animated Grandmaster. Let me just show you, Simon Williams. And I already, just after about a week, feel pretty comfortable with a completely different opening against e4. Like, I've always been a Sicilian player, and my husband said, why don't you check out this opening? I was kind of I'm ready for some new stuff, and I enjoy it. And basically, you can get the full course here, right? So yeah, there's just like so many cool things. And when you make the move, it'll force you to make the move again. If you get one wrong, it kind of learns you, and it's like having a coach right there. I also didn't want to forget to say that chess.com is another awesome site. You'll notice when you find everyone's got their own way to learn and what tools you use. And you'll start to see that some of these websites are good for different things that you need. So you can just use all of them. So I sign in here. I'm going to show you. You can get the premium account too, which is definitely something to consider. So chess.com also has a really fun puzzle motivation. It's called Puzzle Rush here. And you can use a 3-minute or a 5-minute. So again, if you do 3-minute, it just motivates. And oh gosh, okay, let me take that. Let me go here. Black to move. Okay, check and win, and so forth. But this is so much more fun than just kind of idly looking at a puzzle, which I used to do. Although sometimes puzzles are fun, to each their own. You can go to your traditional puzzles and take your time with it. You can press start. Now there's no time limit. So let me stop sharing my screen here and say that I hope some of this was helpful. In the comments, please let me know what was helpful, what you would be interested in seeing in my future videos. And thank you for checking out the channel. Have a great night, everyone.